Okay, bonus round. So, for those of you that didn't catch my live earlier, you have an opportunity to catch another one now. I do realize that there's different time zones, and a lot of my viewers are in different countries around the world, and even different parts of this country and parts of Kalispera, my friend, thank you, and different parts of even the American continent, of course, the US, Canada, and so on and so on. A lot of people from Mexico here. Okay, I'm going to wait and see if a couple more people jump on board. And I wanted to discuss really quick about the power of non-resistance. And what do I mean by that? Let's get some likes here. The more likes we get, of course, the more of a feeding frenzy we... Why are you crying? I'm not crying. Are you referring to me? I'm not crying. I'm actually doing very well. Maybe it's my camera that shows it like that, but no, I'm not. Okay, yes, let's get some likes. Let's get the feeding frenzy happening here on TikTok. The more likes we get, the more people like to jump on board. So, as I was saying earlier, Mario Tattoo, again, my friend. Wow, you're back again. Love to have you here as usual, as always, Mario. I just decided to do a round two for some people. Thank you again, my friend. For some people that didn't get to catch my first live a couple of hours ago, and the reason for this was plain and simple. I have different people at different time zones. Mario, you are so generous, and I really am grateful. I'm humbled, and I truly love all your gifts that you have sent me, and not just on this live, on all the lives, especially the previous one. Thank you, my friend. Love and light to you. So, as I was saying, the power of non-resistance. What does this mean? So, a lot of times we might read something in the news, or we might come across friends or family members, or just enter a room and we might enter a conversation, and all of a sudden we just kind of feel negative about it, or we feel resistant about it, okay? My suggestion would simply be to, yes, observe it, but let it go, okay? And the reason why I'm saying let it go is because every time we become resistant of something, thank you for that, my friend, what happens is we are actually feeding it more energy, okay? And we don't want to feed energy into something that we're not in alignment with, because the way the universe works and the way energy in general works is plain and simple. What we focus on, we help it grow, okay? And in this case, when we resist things, we help them grow. But there's another point to this as well, and the other point that I'm going to make here is plain and simple, that a lot of times we try to control things with our conscious mind, right? And we are being guided on a daily basis from moment to moment we're being guided to our higher self, to our higher, what do you call it, evolution. We're always being guided, okay? And sometimes as we are guided, we create resistance because for whatever reason we think we know better in our conscious mind, right? And by building resistance, we are actually, instead of helping us go towards that direction, we are going the opposite direction, okay? And that becomes a big problem for us. So let's get some more likes here. I see some flying in, because the more likes we have, the more people jump on board at the same time. For those of you that don't know me, you can always go check out my profile. And if you like what you see, you can always hit a follow, and you can also hit the little bell icon for every time I upload a video. That way you will be the first to participate in it. You will be notified. And at the same time, you're going to find my link tree under my page. You can always hit that and you will find me on other platforms as well. I do different things on different platforms. And these lives, I have a tendency of uploading them on YouTube as well. So that way you don't miss anything, and neither do I. Okay. And for those of you that want to subscribe, you can always subscribe here while I am live. You don't have the option to subscribe when I'm not live that I know of. You can only do it here. So like I said, okay, the power of non-resistance, it is a key component. It is very, very important that you understand its power. And if you understand that you are responsible for putting blocks into your own life, okay, what happens is once you realize that, you will become non-resistant. And once you become non-resistant, everything in your life that you've always wanted will literally, like this, magically start appearing and manifesting, because your higher self always leads you in the proper direction. So the less of a resistance we have, the better it is for us in general. Okay. And that includes even if we have a resistance to something that's, let's say, that we hear even on TV or social media or whatever. If we don't agree with something, just let it be. And I'm not saying agree with it. What I'm saying is just let it be, and don't put resistance, don't put a blockade within your energy. All right, let's see, where's everybody connecting from today? Let's see some of your comments here. Where are you connecting from? Kalispera, my friend. Florentina's in the house. Thank you for connecting. Good day, everybody. Daniel, Grace Hall, I believe. Okay, awesome. Dreams Power, why are you crying? I already mentioned I wasn't. Maybe it looked like it. Mario, of course, Kalispera. Thank you, my friend. Kalispera to you too. Who are old gods? Dream Power is asking, who are old gods? That's a very interesting question, and that you can write books on who the old gods are. But it doesn't matter. The whole point is, who do you consider God to be? Okay, and whoever you consider God to be, then I suggest you follow that path, because that is the path that you should be on for your soul's evolution. I love you, sir. Brandon says, love you too, my friend. Dreams Power. I saw my eyes in mirror. It was dark when I awake. Okay. So I guess it was dark. You saw your eyes in a mirror. Was it in a dream or was it in reality? You can actually, dreams are reality too, but I mean in waking life. That's what I'm trying to say. Minnesota's in the house. UK is in the house, of course. Awesome. Hello from Romania. Hello from South Australia is in the house. South Australia, it must be, I guess it's morning there, isn't it? So it's Monday morning where you're at, and I'm not sure if you are getting ready to go to work, or maybe you're on holidays, or whatever the scenario might be. No matter what it is, you enjoy your day. Have a wonderful, wonderful morning, okay? Chris from Baltimore is in the house. Hello. And we have Belgium in the house. Okay, Sophia Beitart. Okay, Belgium. So Belgium is very, very dear to me. My wife is actually from Belgium, and of course all her family members are there, so all my in-laws are in Belgium. I haven't managed to visit Belgium yet, but my next trip to Greece, I'm going to make it a point of going to Belgium as well. So Canada's in the house. I would expect Canada to be here. MSD, thank you, my friend. We are consciousness inside of a body, 1000%. and MSD is from New Jersey. Thank you for connecting, MSD. Always a pleasure to have you here. And Pat Pilgrim, you? Okay, so I am in Canada as well. I am in Canada's most southern city right now, which right about now doesn't feel so southern because we did have some snow yesterday. But having said that, it's all good. It melted today, so I am not complaining. So Dreams Power says, okay, in dreams I saw my eyes. It was very dark. Okay, I see what you mean. So in a dream state, you saw your eyes being dark. And I bet that kind of scared you, right? Because usually when we see our eyes being dark, that would kind of create some kind of an emotional state that we're not going to be very, very comfortable with. The whole thing here is for you to realize, what does that dream mean to you? What do dark eyes for yourself mean, okay? Sometimes it is a warning, or sometimes it just could mean that we are asleep in real life, I'm talking about. Maurice from New Brunswick. Okay, Edmundston. Thank you for being here, Maurice. I've been to New Brunswick a couple times, 2 or 3 times, I'm not sure. Yeah, about that. And I love New Brunswick. Beautiful, beautiful place. And I did drive by Edmundston as well. Hello from British Columbia. Another beautiful part of our country here. Always a pleasure connecting with, we have one coast to the next coast. Here we have New Brunswick, which is in the Atlantic coast, all the way out to British Columbia, which is in the Pacific coast, and that is truly amazing. Thank you. I love it. Michael is in the house. MST. Thank you, Michael. Michael says, Christ rises from within. 1000%, my friend. That's a very good comment to make. And hi from Tahiti. Wow, that's amazing. What time is it there, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not sure what time it would be there. But yeah, leave me some comments, because all the comments that you are making, actually, they don't have to be necessarily about non-resistance, of course. They can be anything you like. I start off by saying, a few words about a certain topic, but then you are free to ask me anything you want. And hello from White Mountain of Arizona. So Arizona, my friends, is one of my favorite states. Believe it or not, I took my family and we drove to Arizona a few years back. It took me 34 hours driving from where I'm at, and on the way back it took me 35 or 36 hours, because I did a little detour around Montana. But yes, a beautiful place, a lot of great memories in Arizona. It's truly one of those places that are in my heart, and especially when you drive. I drove through New Mexico. It is border with Arizona, of course, and for all those people in the States that know something about New Mexico, that is a very highly spiritual place, and so is Arizona for that matter. But awesome. Hello from Summerside, PEI, and I've been to Summerside, PEI as well. Believe it or not, I spent a couple of weeks in Summerside. Awesome. Wow, we have so many wonderful people here connecting. Boston is here. Okay, what do you mean that death is an illusion? I love you too. Oh, awesome. I love all your comments here. Brandon, okay. My name is Brandon and live in Florida. Thank you, Brandon, for connecting. Florida is a wonderful place to be as well. 2 years ago, I opened the door. Then dark energy was coming inside me, but I couldn't finish it. Dreams Power, thank you for making that comment. So that's a whole topic, a whole conversation. The whole point that I want to tell you is that you have the power to not let anything influence you. Remember that, okay? So whatever energy came to you, you have the power to not let it bother you. All right. So what do I mean that death is an illusion? It is very, very simple. You can always go check some of my videos that I've done on death. But the way it plays out is that everything is a game of energy, dancing, and consciousness. Okay, and if you zoom down deep inside into your own body or anything else around you, you will find energy just dancing around. So there's no material really. Okay, so basically what you see and what you feel here are just something that you are aware of, but it is not physical because nothing is physical. That's why I'm saying death is an illusion. It's just like you're walking from one room to another. Okay. And Boston is in the house. Like I said, Summerside, PI, I love it. Manitoba's in the house. Where do you live in? Like I said, my friend, I am in Canada's most southern city called Windsor. I'm right across Detroit for all you American fans that are here. I'm sure you know where Detroit is. It's one of your amazing U.S. cities that has a lot of culture around us. Okay, where were you born in Greece? Few words for living in Adikira. Okay, Adikithira. So I was born in Athens, but I didn't live in Athens. I was visiting Athens multiple times. But if anybody knows where Thiva is, where Epaminondas was, and Pelopida, that's where my hometown is actually, between Thiva and Livadia. That's where I'm from. UFOs, I guess you want some infos on UFOs. UFOs are, of course, everywhere around the universe and the galaxy, because it would be kind of silly of us to think that we are alone, okay? So, hi from West Palm Beach. That's awesome. Someone was teaching me how can I find more energy from outside. Okay, yes, you can. You can find energy from anywhere you want, actually, as long as you know how to properly handle it and transfer it over to wherever it is that you want to transfer it to. Michael says, until you make your unconscious conscious, you will call it faith. Carl Jung. That's a very interesting comment coming from the famous Carl. Absolutely, thank you. Hi from Miramichi, New Brunswick is in the house too. And that's another place I visited. Wow. It seems like all the East Coastians are here and all the West Coastians, of course, are here. And then combine that with our American friends. We have people from all the way from the East to the West, like Arizona, that are here. Wow. I have a full house of all my North American friends here and I love it. That's amazing. Thank you for your videos. Awesome. Good afternoon. And DM Smith is saying, how do I stop attracting troubled people in my life? So that's a beautiful, beautiful comment, beautiful question. The way you stop that is by simply raising your vibration, raising your frequency. Let's get some likes here, folks, so we can create more of a feeding frenzy. I know it's Sunday here in North America where we are. In Australia, of course, where you're from, my friend, you're already looking at Monday. But let's get some hearts so we can get some more people in. Thank you for all those hearts. That's awesome. So the way to do that is by simply raising your vibration. The minute you raise your vibration, what is going to happen is that you will find that you will be surrounded by people that have a similar vibration and frequency as yourself. And how do you do that? By simply focusing more on positive emotions and positive thoughts. Now, the positive emotions that you will ultimately strive for would be, of course, emotions of compassion, appreciation, gratitude, and my favorite one is love. Okay, so if you can feel one of those emotions or all of them all together, I guarantee you the people that are going to be surrounding you are going to be very, very different. Okay, so UFO or government cover-up example, Area 51. So let's not get it too much into the conspiracy here about Area 51 and governments and all that. The only thing that I can tell you is that alien life beings, or alien, if you want to call them alien, because I don't call anything alien. We are all one. We are all part of the same universe, and we are all one. There's nothing alien, believe it or not. And for that matter, We even have beings that live on this planet that we call aliens, and they're not. Okay, as a matter of fact, we are all one. Do they exist? Of course they do, because look around you. It would be very silly for anybody to think otherwise. Now, about government conspiracies, I'm not getting into that. That's a whole different ballgame. So I am from Chicago. I went twice in Athens, Greece. Awesome. And I've been to Chicago multiple times, another beautiful city. It's amazing how most of you that are connecting with me tonight, right now, I've been to all of your places actually, and it's amazing. I love Chicago. What a beautiful city. It reminds me so much of the town or the city that I grew up in, which is Toronto, of course, Ontario. And Toronto and Chicago, I believe, are sister cities as well. So they are very, very similar in size. They are very, very similar with their waterfronts, with their, their buildings and all that stuff. So I truly love Chicago. Okay, Talos is in the house. Thank you, Michael. We all love you, my man. And Antarctico, thank you, Antarctico, for being here. You're always awesome. I always see you going into my videos and posting your loves and some of the comments. You are wonderful. Thank you for being here. Good day, magnificent man. Adrian is in the house. Awesome. Okay, Dream Power. A big man came to bring me downhill to visit Satan. I killed many shadows with dark sword. So this is all your subconscious trying to tell you something, okay? Now the whole thing of this that you are describing is to make you realize what that whole scenario means for you, because there is a lesson there for you to learn somewhere. There is a message for you somewhere in there, and the only one that can understand this message is you yourself, because all these symbols and all the actions that are taking place here, you are the best person to interpret them, because they mean different things to different people. Okay, so that is awesome. Thank you. DM Smith, thank you, my friend. Okay. Michael says, we are the aliens. Our family left us behind. You know what, Michael? A lot of us actually, you're not the only one that thinks that. A lot of people actually have the same thing in mind, that, you know, they were left behind from their family. You know what? There could be a little bit of truth in that. Who really knows, right? Okay, thanks. Hello from Uruguay. Okay, so Uruguay is in the house as well. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for connecting. Great content, Michael says. I love it. Thank you, Michael, for that great comment. You know, I create this content because I just want to create awareness among all of us, because what happens is when we create awareness, not only as species, as human, we actually help raise the awareness of the planet, and not just the planet, but we help raise the awareness of the universe in general. And why is this important? You're going to tell me it's important because we shift from this earth to a different earth. Okay, now having said this, the old earth is still there. It's just we shift and we just go to an earth that is more representative of who we really are. Thank you, Michael. That's awesome. Okay, and I've been to Toronto, nice city. Thank you for that, me. It is a very nice city, yes. Thank you, Brandon. And are you being in Bulgaria? So, no, I have driven, believe it or not, right at the border with Bulgaria, but I've never actually crossed over to enter Bulgaria. But having said that, I've had quite a few friends in my life that were Bulgarian, and they're wonderful people. I love you all. Thank you for your advices and techniques. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Tiama 69, I believe. Okay, Good evening, Angel. Nice to have you here. Too many people for me in the big cities. Yeah, Patty, that's all good. Not Big cities are not for everybody. I get that. Okay, and you should be where you feel comfortable, right? And if you feel comfortable in a big city, then thank you for subscribing, my friend. If you feel comfortable in a big city, by all means, live in a big city. If you feel comfortable in living out in the farmlands, so be it, right? The point is that you want to be happy wherever you are. Beautiful. Evening, namaste, namaste, my friend. Thank you for connecting. Betsy family, okay. Amazing content. Thank you for that, Lexus. You know what? The more beautiful things, Mario, thank you for that, my friend. The more beautiful things that you say here, the more creative I become, and the more beautiful things I like to share with everybody, because I really feel that as a collective, we are making a difference. One person alone can start rolling the ball, let's say, but we all make a difference as a collective, because we all learn from one another, okay? All of us, because we all have special gifts that the rest of the world needs. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here, believe me, on this physical plane and realm. We are all here because we are all special. And that's a good question, Adartico. One question, why do I attract crazy women? Well, that's a good question. So, my answer to you, Adartico, would be, what are your thoughts in general on a daily basis? And no, I'm not being funny here, okay? I'm actually being serious. What are your thoughts on a daily basis? Because the way energy works, what you put your mind on, you attract. So if you're attracting crazy women, either your thoughts are in alignment with that, or your emotions are in alignment with that, or maybe both. So I would go and check. I would check what your thoughts are, and I would just become aware of them and see why you are attracting so-called crazy women, because nobody is really crazy, believe me. Okay, you have such a strong energy. I can feel it from here. Thank you very much, my friend. I really, really love your comment. And New Zealand is in the house. Thank you. All right. I saw Australia earlier, so I was wondering where New Zealand would be, and here you are. Thank you for connecting. I know it's Monday over there already, and I know it's early in the morning for you, or maybe even afternoon. I'm not sure, but thank you for connecting. It's all about evolving, Michael says, and I totally agree with you, Michael. And Dream Power says, I had a phone every day, numbers coming. Thank you, Brandon, for the beautiful rose. Coming to giving me message, but I didn't understand. Okay, so what I would do is I would try repeating that over and over and over again until you understand what that message is. There's definitely a message for you there, my friend. And Stephen Young is saying, you ever been to Hope, British Columbia? And do think there is beings for space that roam here. It is quite possible. No, I've never been out in Hope, British Columbia, actually. As a matter of fact, I haven't been to British Columbia, period. And it's always one of those things that I wanted to do and simply just haven't, thank you for that, Linda, simply haven't done it yet. But believe you me when I tell you, I am going to visit British Columbia, because it is a place that I definitely want to come. As far as aliens or other beings, who knows, maybe there are some. And Mario Tattoo Art, thank you for your subscription, my friend. You are an amazing person. For all of you that don't know who Mario at Mario Tattoo Art is, please go check him out, because Mario does some remarkable work, and he is truly an artist. Okay, so go check him out, Mario Tattoo Art. Check him out, and see his work, okay? And if you are in the area and you love tattoos, of course, go right ahead. I'm sure Mario can help you out. Okay, can you please teach us a quick strategy to keep calm in a crisis situation and how to help? That's a beautiful, beautiful comment, beautiful question, Florentina. So, the best way for anybody, okay, to keep calm in a crisis situation is simply by focusing in the present moment, okay? And this is key, okay? Because when I say focus on the present moment, all your power, okay, is in the present moment. So your mind has a tendency, or thoughts have a tendency of pulling us either in the past or in the future, okay? Because our mind doesn't like to be in the present moment. For whatever reason, our mind just retaliates. It doesn't like the present. But keep in mind that you are not your mind. You are in control of it. Your mind is just a tool. So when you focus on the present, whatever needs to unfold, you are there prepared to deal with it. And your higher self, your inner being, backs you up 100% because your inner being or higher being, whatever you want to call it, only operates in the now as well. As a matter of fact, everything operates in the now. Time is an illusion. There is no past, there is no future. Everything unfolds in the now. So when you are present in the now, you are quickly going to get out of any situation that you think that you need help in, or any crisis, because your focus and your energy will back you up 100%. That is the best way to handle it. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Patty, for that. I love it. Dream Power says numbers were repeating. Then someone sent me a message and told me we are in a matrix. He was looking. So again, this is your mind either trying to relate a message to you that you need to understand, okay? But there's definitely a message for you there, and you are the only one that can interpret it. So you got to figure out what the matrix means to you and what those numbers that you kept on seeing mean to you, because they do have a significance, but the significance is personal to you. Because let's say, I don't know, let's say I see the number 7799 personally, I'm just saying, right? That number is going to represent something different to me than what it does to you, because I have a different connection to 7799 than what you would do, okay, or you would have. So again, you got to see what those mean for you. Okay, that's right. Dream Power, he was looking the one, okay. And Vartan is in the house. As long as we are all from the same energy, why we have to, thank you, Brandon, why we have two different opinions for one thing. So this is awesome. You can be of the same energy, okay, but then again, you are not energy. You are the power behind it. You are the consciousness. Energy transfers and transforms. Energy is just wavelengths if you follow them. And when we become conscious of them, energy creates particles. And this is how the physical world and reality works, okay? So you could be of the same consciousness, but depending on where you focus your mind, you will have different opinions, of course, in different, that's how the energies play out, okay? This is how we grow, this is how we evolve. Thank you for this. Thank you for that gift. Okay, afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon in New Zealand, I believe, right? Awesome. Morning from Bali. Wow. Bali, I guess. Yeah, Bali is in the house as well. And Mario Tattoo. I am. Thank you, Mario. Michael. Michael is asking, is the thing to unlearn everything accumulated instead of getting a degree in spirituality to evolve? So this is the thing, right? We always grow, we always evolve, and you have hit a key point here, Michael. Yes, we have been taught from different people many different things, right? And the things that we have been taught are not necessarily true for us because everybody, believe it or not, creates their own reality. So the things that we were taught might have been true for the people that were in alignment with them, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it is true and in alignment with us, right? So, and as far as degrees in spirituality, we all grow, we all evolve. I don't consider anybody to be a spiritual master, including myself. And the reason I'm saying that is because we constantly grow and evolve, and we never reach the end. There's no end to reach. Okay, we are all at different levels, of course, but we all grow and evolve. Good point, Michael. Thank you for that. DM Smith, I love it. Thank you for that. And Michael says, how does it feel to be the smartest man in the world? I don't know. Ask Nikola Tesla, Einstein. Thank you, Michael. We are all intelligent and smart in our own way, okay? And again, smartness is just a matter of, perspective, okay? So I wouldn't really be concerned about, comparing or competing with anybody. Just be you and be happy that you are you, okay? And that's the main thing. You have a lot to offer just the way you are. Dream Power, sorry, number was repeating between 1 and 31. Awesome. So the numbers that were repeating between 1 and 31, you gotta see what they meant for you specifically, my friend, okay? So Daniel Grace is asking, why would I experience when my friend is sick or whatever something is wrong and we are far apart? Okay, I'm not sure what the question might be here, but if I can ease your pain a little bit, distance is only man-made, believe it or not. And what do I mean by that? I mean that even if your friend in this physical reality is far apart, you can always be with your friend in mind, because in reality everything is energy, and the minute you think about being with your friend, believe it or not, you are there. Okay, your energy is there, and if you want to help speed up the healing process of your friend, you can do it just by simply connecting with love and feeling positive emotions, while at the same time thinking of your friend as being totally healthy and happy. Michael's asking, can you say something about duality? Thanks. Yeah, I can make it short about duality. So basically, what you want to do is you want to realize that you are not your ego. Okay, that's the simplest, best way that I can put this. You need to realize that your ego is a tool. It's not the enemy. I do get it that a lot of us consider the ego to be an enemy, but it's not. I'm here to tell you that the ego is a tool. It's there for us to grow and evolve and become who we ultimately want to become. Okay? So basically what you want to do is just be present in the moment and realize that you are not your ego. That kind of wraps it up, because that's a whole story that we can get into with duality, of course. Morning from Taiwan. Okay, Taiwan is in the house. Now he told me I am in number 61 and he was 62. Okay, you are again, figure out what the number means to you. There's a message there for you, my friend. Definitely. I have some questions, if okay. Go right ahead. What do you have in the number 33? What's the significance in spirituality? Thanks. So, again, the number 33 depends on the way you see it. it's different for different people. Okay, so the way, because I don't know, you probably saw my video that I did on the breathing with Wim Hof, right, about the 33. So I love the number 33 because, again, the numbers 3, 6, and 9 are very, very special numbers in the universal scale in the universe. So by saying the number 33 for me, it is a multiplication of 2. So 3, again, you have the 3, and then you have 3 and 3, which would represent the 6. And then if you multiply that, it would become a 9. So you have all three numbers, the 3, 6, 9. For me, it's a beautiful number. I just love the number 33. But having said that, you know, on a spiritual level, it doesn't matter. It all depends on what number you are tied in with. Dreams Power, you are going old, Uncle. But still young. Awesome. Eva Maria, my husband passed recently. Do you think our loved ones are around us or do they go far away? So our loved ones are always around us, believe it or not. And they always have ways of trying to communicate with us, okay? And again, I say they don't go far away because everything that is happening around us is happening around us, okay? There's no distance for them to really travel. They can be more in touch with you, of course, than you can be with them. And that is simply because they are just more focused and more aware of who they really are. But with a little bit of practice, you can also become aware of your husband and you can communicate with him, believe it or not. So I'm from Ghana. I've been following you. What books can you recommend for my spiritual growth? So books are an amazing tool. Once again, I'm about to write a book myself. Okay, I haven't really read any books lately on any spiritual growth, just because it is a personal journey for everybody. And while I might agree with certain things with certain writers, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't agree. So, having said that, what I suggest for you is to go to a library, okay, and enter the library and put the intention that you want to find a spiritual book that can help you grow, okay? And as you put the intention and you walk into the library and you walk into that section, the first book, don't overthink this, just do it the way it plays out. The first book that you pick up, take it and read it, okay? That book was meant for you. Let's get some more likes here, folks, so we can get a feeding frenzy. And again, I was talking earlier about the power of non-resistance. It is key, okay? It is very, very important for all of us not to be resistant to things that come our way. Just allow it. You don't have to agree with it, but don't build a resistance, because once we start building resistance, our health can be affected, our mental state can be affected, but also the things that are meant for us to in this universe are also going to be affected, because it's just the universe doesn't like blockages. So when we create resistance, we create a blockage. Okay, as my husband passed away, I kept seeing 1111. So your husband was definitely trying to communicate with you. This number is not a very uncommon number. It is a number that a lot of people actually see when somebody from the other side is trying to communicate with them. 1111 is one of those numbers that, for whatever reason, is connected with the spiritual realms. Chevy says, what do you think about the twin flame concept? Have you experienced it? So, again, I will tell you about when we reincarnate in this physical realm. We actually do it with what is called a soul group. Okay, so a soul group would be a whole bunch of souls deciding to reincarnate in different time frames, but usually in the same reality or in the same lifetime, and the interchange roles. as it progresses. So twin flame would be very similar to that, okay? And I wouldn't really overemphasize it because it's just like anything else. It's a learning curve and a place for you to grow and evolve, okay? So it's nothing different than the soul groups. I'll say. So I see what? Freemasonry with 33 symbols. Okay. I just love the number 33. I don't put any labels to it. I love the Iceman. Yes, the Iceman Wim Hof. Yes, he's wonderful. So Mario saying, bless you all. You are all from unconditional love and light. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you very, very much, Mario. And thank you for subscribing, of course. And thank you for all your wonderful gifts. You are amazing. So you are definitely somebody that can inspire a lot of people. I can see this. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? There are some few people can talk to their dead people, how they do that, or their dead people, you mean. How do they do that? They ask if they get answers. So yes, a lot of people can actually communicate with people that are deceased. And the reason for that is because simply they put themselves in the frequency and vibration and alignment of who they want to communicate with, okay? And they open what we call a so-called channel, and they can communicate that way, okay? It is not very, very hard to do, believe me. Everybody has that ability and capability. It is inherent with us. We just need to practice it so we can become better at it. That's all it is. Akashic Records. Okay. So, on that note, again, I want to thank you all. I don't want to keep here very, very long. For those of you that, again, don't know me, if you're new here, you can go to my page and you can hit the follow. And also you can hit the notifications bell. So every time I upload a video, you would be the first to know it. And as well at the bottom, you're going to find my link tree. You can hit the link tree and you can find my other links to my other platforms. I do upload these lives on YouTube as well. I think we had some other questions here. Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle. Yes, Michael, that's a good one. Power of Now with Eckhart Tolle, from what I've heard, is very, very good. Thanks for everything. Thank you, my friend. So on that note, no matter what you do, be the greatest you. Okay, love and light to all. I always have a blast when I connect with like-minded people like yourselves, and our energies just grow and evolve, and we expand all together. Thank you, Brandon. We all expand all together because this is what it's all about. Thank you, Mario. It's all about expansion. It's all about growth, and it's all about creating what we call the new earth, if you want to call it that, which is really nothing else but a shift into an earth that is more suitable for people that are like-minded, of course. So, love yous all, no matter what you do, be the greatest you, and thank you for connecting, and thank you for all your wonderful gifts, beautiful comments, and Mario Tattoo, I love you. Thank you, my friend. Bye for now.